Let's have a D2 champ versus a D3 champ. That's what we're going to have here. Nick Novak, the reigning Division II national champion, 157 pounds, taking on Nolan Hertel, the D3 champ from UW La Crosse. Excited to showcase these D2 and D3 athletes. And we are underway in the black and red. That's Nick Novak. And in the silver and maroon, Nolan Hertel.
Got a super match here.
That's right.
What a great opportunity for these guys. You know, a little bit last minute, right? You step in last minute, but sometimes that's a way that you can kind of get your name on the map. You know, you see that in MMA all the time. You know, maybe something falls through, a guy steps in, gets a great victory, and now boom, their name kind of jumps to the front of the lead. And tonight for these guys, right? They get to wrestle in front of this 6,000 person sold out arena rec hall, and it's a great opportunity to just go let it rip. Go let it rip, have some fun, score some points, and set the tone as your season's just beginning.
Certainly nothing to lose tonight for these two athletes, and excited that they stepped up, as you mentioned, on short notice. As we're 50 seconds into the first period, no score yet. Head taps and pops from Hertel. Now an underhook attempt there from Novak, cleared out by Hertel.
Novak looks to kind of have a little bit of the, I would say, the strength advantage so far, a little bit more power with the underhook moving forward. I'm interested to see what kind of offense that he's looking to generate with that right-hand underhook. Is he looking to snap him down? Is he looking to run through a knee pick, maybe Hidley style? You know, what's he looking for? And, you know, for Hertel so far, maybe just kind of feeling him out, a little taller, a little longer, a little lankier. We haven't really seen much offense so far from either of these guys outside of, you know, these underhook attempts so far from Novak.
Underhook of the left side, no head position there for Hertel. He gets his hips in there and now tries to throw it by.
We talked earlier when the women were wrestling, we were talking about the underhook and how valuable it is in freestyle, but we've seen a lot of underhooks so far in folk style. In every match so far, I think the underhook has been a relevant situation. You know, it's something that I think is really starting to come back. You know, obviously internationally we see the Iranians and the Russians have had a lot of success with the underhooks. You know, as Americans, we've had to really adjust to that style. But if you're watching wrestling, you can see, man, underhooks are if they're working at the highest level, it's going to work all the way down, you know. And today we're seeing a lot of underhooks. And I think it's a trend we're going to see a lot more underhooks in wrestling, youth, middle school, high school, you know, as moves start to kind of like go in circles. And it seems to be that's an attack that's
single leg for
coming back
Hertel.
in.
Drops down now, trying to roll through, and does is Novak. Now he may be in position to score. Let's see if he can get some height there. Right now, a little extended, and it's Hertel locked around the crotch. Now grabbing the ankle.
So far tonight, across the board, the wrestlers have missed so many scoring opportunities in this position. And sometimes you get in there and you're just thinking, I got to finish, and you're kind of squeezing, you're flexing, you're trying to navigate. The best thing you can do is just get the guy's feet off the ground. Typically in those scrambles, if your feet are on the ground, you have a good opportunity. If your feet are off the ground, 1 foot or 2 foot, you're losing some advantage. Now, difference between freestyle and folk style, feet off the ground, you got to hide your feet because they're going to be rediving. You know, we've seen an injury tonight. We've seen prolonged scrambles. So it's an area that every practice, you got to spend time guys draping over, but just getting the feet up, hiding your feet, having this element of patience but also urgency, using your body and getting those takedowns. I mean, every match we've seen that come into play.
Back underway. The officials wanted to look at something. No change. 10 seconds to go here in the first period. No score yet.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And that's going to do it. Period number 1, scoreless.
At the end of the first
we'll go
period,
to the mat.
The scores 0.
Green deferred by Hertel. Novak going to go under. Double thigh pry off the whistle for Hertel. Trying to get some forward pressure. Trying to build now. Up to his feet is Novak, but a little broomstick finish there. Puts him back down on the mat. Now rolling around is Novak, trying to look for a reversal or an escape, but Hertel doing a good job following.
Hertel did a really good job that entire time, and you see that a lot with the wrestlers. You know, you get in that kind of like mat return situation, you get excited, and you go crossface. Anytime you're in a scramble, you always reset by going underneath the guy's arms, right? That's how you get your takedown. That's how you can kind of recontrol somebody. You get in those scrambles, you know, you get over top the arm. Now the guy can get his arm through and get across your body, square up with you, and that's where he lost it. But he did a good job. You know, it was the first time we've seen that little broomstick mat return. He looked like his leg in was a good position. But those are moments. Those are 30 seconds more riding time, minute more riding time, or a guy gets an escape and back on top. So resetting in scrambles, getting your arms under his armpits gives you a chance to reset mentally and obviously get back in a better riding position.
48 to go. Just a 1-point differential here. Novak with the lead with that escape, but Hertel will have choice in the third period as he goes to that collar tie, trying to get some offense going. He fired the only attack from neutral, but it was countered
30 seconds
by Novak, unable to get that finish.
I think Hertel's going to have the the advantage on the mat. So I feel like he's going to, it just seems to me so far, usually if you're good on top and you're kind of wiry, good legs in, you're probably pretty good on the mat, probably similar. So I feel like he's going to feel pretty confident going down, maybe looking for a reversal, maybe looking for a reversal rather than escape, and maybe changing up the momentum here.
Shot, reshot there between Novak and Hertel as the second period comes to an end.
Time.
We'll go to the third.
That's the end of the second period.
Hertel's
The score,
choice.
Novak in red.
He's going to go bottom without
Hertel
any
in
hesitation
green,
at all.
0.
Opportunity to tie the match up or take the lead. And we are underway in the third period. Claw now leg in here for Novak. Looks like 2 legs in, actually. So he's reaching under the chin, grabbing that near arm. Now standing.
So I'm pretty sure when you throw legs in and that guy stands up, it's your responsibility on top to return him, which is kind of weird.
Because they stood up.
The bottom guy stood up, but
Escape green,
he did a good
1
job
point.
getting the escape.
We are all square. Riding time zeroed, 1-1 on the scoreboard. Takedown probably going to do it here.
This is kind of like where you just got to build up a little bit of courage. You got to bite down your mouthpiece, and you got to go get this takedown. You don't want to send it in overtime. Don't want to go in a double overtime. You got a minute. You prepare. You prepare for a 7-minute match. You prepare your conditioning. You practice these scenarios all the time. This is where you just one guy is going to have a little more courage. They're going to have to find a way to go get this takedown. Doesn't have to be pretty. Probably isn't going to be pretty. Get your hands locked. Build up. Snap. Run around him. The simple fundamentals are going to always win.
Double leg from Novak, double to single now. Right-handed single leg. Hertel doing a good job stuffing the head for a moment. And it looks like he's lost the leg now as Novak. 37 seconds to go. As he comes up with an underhook on the edge, and Hertel does a good job circling back in with 30 to go
30
now.
seconds.
Collar and ankle there. Not there for Novak.
Both guys kind of originating their offense from the underhook. Both guys kind of have so far.
10 seconds.
Nice high crotch. Up, feet off the ground, hide your feet, a little bit more urgency.
And just going to run out of time there. Double ankle scramble from Hertel.
At the end of regulation, our score, Novak
go to
in
overtime.
red, 1,
Good
Hertel
shot there by
in
Novak,
green,
but not enough
1.
time. And as you mentioned, got to hide your feet there. So we'll go to another overtime match here. Any point wins it. Now underhook to that single leg attempt for Hertel. It's not there. 1:35 to go in sudden victory. Same single leg here for Novak.
Look to try and crack him on his hip, or now that your head's under and his knee's bent, now you want to get your head up. You want to kind of do a knee slide, get your head up, get his feet off the ground, or you want to put him on his hip and start looking to hook his ankle. And it looks like he's kind of stuck in the middle. Got to make a decision here. Now he's climbing up above his knee.
Hertel looks pretty comfortable when Novak's on his legs. And that's the second or third time he's been in, and he doesn't look threatened at all. 1:07 now in sudden victory. High single leg there from Hertel, but Novak able to step away from it. Underhook to a high single leg. This is a good opportunity here, looking to trip. Rolling under. Did he find the ankle? Yes, he did. Novak able to
watch that
avoid the
knee.
takedown for the time being.
Watch
It's the
that knee.
Knee in a bad spot, and the ref spots it. They call it potentially dangerous.
This is a good time. Either guy here, a whistle start, right? Both guys here, a good whistle start shot here would really go a long way. We kind of saw Hertel do it the last time, but you get in those flurries. You got a couple flurries one way or the other. Kind of both, kind of refocus. Shot on the whistle can be really, really valuable.
You get to that standing single position, David. What is the challenge? How hard is it to hide your ankles? Because
30
you know
seconds.
Novak's diving under every time you get standing.
It's drilling habits, honestly, more than anything else. You get in there, most guys get the leg attack, their head's up in the air, they're tripping. When you know someone's diving, you got to have your head like a bull. Your head's got to be in the ribs, ready. As they're going, your head's diving, your knees are coming down, you're sprawling.
Single leg there for Novak, trying to grab the ankle there and circle behind his Hertel. But Novak pretty strong there on the leg. Looks like he'll be able to stalemate this position as time's going to run out. We're going to head to the mat here. We're going to go tiebreakers for the second time tonight.
I think Hertel's got the advantage on the mat so far. We haven't seen a lot so far, but I feel that it's going to favor him a little bit more here.
Hertel's choice. He's going to go underneath after Novak defers. And there we go. Whistle start, and up to his feet immediately is Hertel. Trying to fight those hands. Now looking to lift. Good lift and return there by Novak. Goes to that claw ride on the left side. Then slips in 2 legs. 15 seconds to go. Hertel not too much closer to an escape. This is a tough spot as the ref was counting on a stall for grabbing the ankle. 8 seconds to go, and Novak looking close to getting that ride out, and he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Great ride from Novak there.
He really committed. We didn't really see that commitment earlier in the match, but there, hey, mat's on the line. He really made a decision. Big mat return, double legs in, flatten the guy out. It's a good job. Now you got 29 seconds to get an escape here and you win. 29 seconds. I would think Hertel's going to throw his leg back in, look to sit him down. Obviously no stalling calls. You've got to stay under the arms. You don't want to come over top the arms. You just got to ride him for 30 seconds under the arms. 1 or 2 maybe mat returns.
And up to his feet right away is Novak looking to roll, and roll he does, but kind of lands in a crab ride, but not stopping there is Novak trying to come up to his feet and does, quad potting.
Good job,
grabbing
Hertel.
that leg.
Before he can sit him back down here. Now when he sits him down, you got to make sure you stay under the arms this time. Did a good job. Little bit high, 10 seconds left. You're not thinking cradle, you're not thinking turn, you're just thinking, man, I got to center this guy's arms. Another mat return, he's going to Granby.
Close, but no cigar. We're going to go back to sudden victory.
That was a good adjustment from earlier in the match when he was Granbying or getting those scrambles, and he did a good job staying patient. Now at this point, you're just kind of digging deep. Both guys are tired. There's really no conditioning advantage at this point. It's like, you just got to find a way to win. You got to want it. You got to just want to get the takedown a little more than the other guy.
You see them both kind of break their position there, stand up, take a breath. Is this 1 minute? We haven't done a minute 20, have we?
No, it's 1 minute.
So the second sudden victory, just a minute. And now
30
single
seconds.
leg there. And now far ankle there for Hertel, trying to circle and maybe look for a danger. But Novak's been able to get to that leg and just kind of hold on. And now he's in maybe a little position for the finish. Nothing yet. No.
Got to keep your hands
10
locked
seconds.
here. 10 seconds left. Can't give up the go behind. Got to keep your hands locked.
Back to the mat we go. It's going to be Hertel's choice. What's he going to do? They both ridden each other. He's going to go under.
I think Novak obviously really made up his mind the last time. We'll see if he makes up that mind again.
Stand up for Hertel. Leg in. Now he goes broomstick.
Now he's sliding down.
He's in good position for that reversal. He's going to get it. 2 for Hertel. He's up 3-1 now.
For Green.
Very likely going to be the difference here.
Seconds.
As Novak kind of put his head on the mat after he gave up that reversal. And rides him out. So Novak gonna go neutral. He needs to get a takedown.
This is twice so far we've seen in these double overtime situations, instead of going bottom, really respecting top guys wrestling and going up on your feet.
Underhook for Hertel. It looked like Novak was trying to initiate a double over kind of throw situation. Hertel really just needs to play defense here, and he can walk away a winner here.
You know, as a coach, you know, it's something it's tough. You're like, you don't need to throw the guy. You don't need to be going up top and thinking double over at hook. You know, it's going to be your leg attacks. It's going to be 2 or 3 in a row. You know, but you know, it's a good learning experience. And Hertel just really dug deep. Kind of felt like he had the advantage on the mat, and ultimately that was a difference maker for him. But really, really proud of these guys stepping up short.
Your winner by a 3-1 decision from Wisconsin Lacrosse, Nolan Hertel.
Take a look at that reversal, the biggest scoring sequence of the match. No takedowns. Both guys got to legs, couldn't finish, but it was this reversal here
as he gets
from
sit down, he does a good job. He isolates, he slides down like a baseball slide. Slides down baseball slide, and now he gets his hips up and gets a nice reversal. You know, really good fundamental leg slip, and that was a difference maker. We kind of talked about earlier, you know, Hertel was pretty good on top of the legs, and I kind of felt that as it got later in the match, he would probably be pretty comfortable there, and that was a difference maker. Top wrestling makes a big difference. Mat wrestling makes a big difference.